Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, introducing you to the debacle of the Dark Souls community in my player versus player Inversions. So whenever you enter somebody's world and the immediate notion on the screen is that they're summoning a phantom, you know you're in for either a gank situation, co-opers, or just straight up bitches. That is the only real explanation for it, because I don't understand people at all. And there he goes, there's his phantom, and I'm standing here between these two NPCs. These two are actually really good, especially Tarkus on the left, that like Tarkus guy. He's using a greatsword, and if you've ever been hit by that greatsword, you know that you cannot fuck with it, because it does too much damage. And these guys are hiding because they're cowards, so I just did a little transition there. So let the gank begin. So immediately we've got a guy with Havel's headset on. He's using pyromancies, he's got a lightning spear that he's jabbing me with. He's two-handing, which is cool, because it means he's confident in his ability. So I shove a firestorm up his arse, and I don't think it hits them, which is a big shit. Oh, it does hit them, it's just a little bit laggy. And his phantom is coming for me, but he heals his phantom, which is kind of frustrating, but you know, what can you do? And the phantom's turtling behind a heavy shield, so I'm not really going to mess with that. And I know that these two guys are probably not going to want to fight me in this room, because this is where my help lies, and it turns a 2v1 situation into a 3v2. And if they've got any sense, they're going to stay outside, and if they've got any patience, they'll stay outside, but they don't. So they give me the, you know, they wave, they say come on, and I'm like, well, fuck you guys, you don't want to fight fair, I'm not going to fight fair. And a little war of attrition takes place right now, and this is what separates chess players from, you know, checkers players, because I don't have the patience for chess, so I rush in and I lose, and so do these guys, because we wait for about 30 seconds and we both get impatient and they end up coming to me. So in the grand scheme of things, I win the chess match, but do I win the fight? We will soon find out. So he switched out for his shield as we have a little bit of a duel, and I know his buddy's going to be up my ass, and lo and behold, there he is, just like a butt plug. He does a firestorm, and it misses, and he starts another one, and I interrupt it with an attack, and I should have killed him there. I should have tried and gone for the backstab, and it doesn't work. I'm low on life, so I run to my safe zone as this guy tries and chase me down with lag. And there we go. Go on, Tarkus. Go on, Balder Knight Lady. Let's do this. So I run in and I get sloppily killed, but it's all good, guys. Justice exists in the world because this dude's about to die thanks to Tarkus. Oh, this is so good. Watch this shit. Good night, son. Oh, I love that. I love that guy. Love that guy so much. So justice was served in the end, even though that dude thought he was a badass doing his little taunt, and then he got smashed. But I bow to this dude who's summoning a phantom when I should have ran down there and smacked him with my scythe. So I'm starting at a disadvantage. He's already got Crystal Soul Mass out. He's wearing the crown of Ulasil, I think, which buffs his magic if you don't know. He's wearing full Dark Knight set, which is kind of cool, except for the helmet. He's using a Dark Knight shield, and he's using a, I think it's a katana. My only criticism so far from this guy, aside from, you know, summoning, is he's lagging a little bit, but that's not his fault, that's the game, and he's definitely going for the backstabs, because, you know, backstabs are effective. They're a part of the game. He's just flashed, which kind of sucks, but his poise is not very high, so I can generally get him out of it pretty quickly with a couple shortle hits. So he's got a slow roll, which I respect, because it means he's not one of the heavy armor Darkwood Grain Ring douchebags, and his vitality wasn't high enough to sustain this shortle bombardment, so there we go, another guy drops, and another world is invaded. So this is Mothra 801, which is interesting name. And the bridge is already up, so he's come to here. He's opened up the area into the main cathedral. And there he is. And I immediately remember this fight. No. Yeah. This is a dude in full Havel set who's not a very good player. And he's trying to hit me through the wall and be cheesy and hit me when I come through. But I know this magic goes through walls, so I return cheese with more cheese. And I think it does about 600 damage to him. which is pretty good because you'll notice it's took off nearly a third of his life. And he's using a lightning spear and he's got a poise ring on him. So he's not completely dumb, he's just not really built for me. And he's slow rolling, so he's not the most experienced player, and he's running. And I'm going to catch him with the lightning, with the washing pole, because it's got some ridiculous range. So sorry about that, buddy. I know you weren't probably expecting an invasion, but one has to ask, why were you running around in human form? It doesn't make any sense. And these are invasions I always love to get into, because you know exactly where the guy is, and he can't hide from you. But unfortunately, I do have to wait for him to either kill the knights or for him to move away from them. So I bow to show that I'm not, you know, the run-of-the-mill douchebag that this game is filled with. He bows back, and game on. So looking at his build, I think he's wearing giant leggings, and he's using a washing pole as well. His armour isn't completely heavy. He's using the same armour as me. He's got the Kirk's Armour of Thorns on, and he's wearing the Witch of Izalith's headpiece, which this character's wearing as well. So me and this guy are very similar in his appearance, and we're also very similar level-wise, I think. So this could be a really interesting duel. So he throws a couple of pyromancies at me. I catch him with a running attack, because you should always punish people when they give you an opening. He's using the thrust attack on the washing pole because he knows, thanks to lag, you can hit it when it doesn't connect. And he does it again there. I return with a dash attack. Actually, this guy might have slightly more life, because I've done a lot of hits and his life is not even half down. So he's trying to keep me at bay with pyromancy, and I kind of outstrafe it. I should have hit him and punished him for it, but I didn't. I thought I was going to get backstabbed then. We connect with each other. Yeah, this guy's definitely doing more damage than me, but it's cool. Ooh, he hits me with the heavy. That was a good move on his part. So I'm down to low life. I'm not wearing the red tear stone ring, so this is either going to be a parry or a death, and I go for the parry. I'm getting nothing from it. He knows now I'm fishing for them, so he does the heavy attack and he finishes me off. But that was a great duel. That was a fun one, and my hat goes off to him. He beat me fair and square. Next time, buddy, next time, maybe. So this is a new area for people. This is the Jukes Archives. And I've had a couple of invasions in here. It's not the most active area, but it's quite fun. This one is just weird. So I break the table to kind of declare I'm here. I bow. I don't know why. He's just summoned a phantom and he's waiting for it, so I don't know why I even give him the time to summon that guy. I should have just smashed him, because now it's 2v1. And this guy is wearing full iron gear and he's swinging, I think, a claymore, so I backstab the first guy. It does some decent damage, and then he just starts swinging and swinging, and he breaks my guard, and there's nothing I can do, and I'm already dead. It's kind of crazy. The only thing I can think is they must have been so over-leveled for this place that I put myself in a shitstorm, and I don't know, weird, interesting. You can't win them all, it's just fact. So I come back into the Jukes Archive. There's a little cut there because I couldn't find these guys, and I remember this fight because this fight is a rare one. This is a rare gentleman who actually honours good fights and fair fights, because the phantom is summoned, and as soon as the player realises that there's a phantom in, he doesn't engage me, he lets the phantom do the work, and I think that is pretty damn amazing. So whoever you are out there, kind sir, I appreciate it, because it enables me to fight this guy fairly, and the best player wins. So I get the backstab on him, because this, I've got to give it up to the phantom as well. He's using a really unique setup, because if you don't know what's happening right now, he's using something called the Dark Hand, and it's a pretty ballsy choice as he falls off the edge and dies, and I don't realise because I was playing without sound. So the phantom just died, and I use a humanity so I can have a fair fight with the host. The host is getting attacked by the crystal guys, the crystal golem enemies, or whatever they're called. I don't know the name of this one. I think that this is a 2v1 situation. I didn't realise at this point that the host let me fight that guy alone, so I get really aggressive, and I regret this because I didn't realise. And this dude has got such an interesting setup. He's using the Grave Lord sword and a pike, I believe. And he can't shield effectively with that sword, but he's still trying to do it, so my kudos to him for having such an interesting setup. And I apologise for getting a couple cheap shots on you. I thought you were trying to gangbang me. But thanks for watching, and you take care now.